Go ahead. What's going on in the news today?
Okay, well, first, I would like to speak about the VA hospital. Now we're talking about the American flag and everything, and how they, these men have went to war for us to protect this country and protect, us, our
freedom.
our freedom and way of life.
Mm-hmm.
And the hospitals that they're sending to are letting them get infected with HIV, Hep C, and Hep B. 1,800 vets.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's crazy.
Now that's because the doctors and the nurses there broke protocol by hand washing their tools and reusing disposable tools.
Sterilize those things.
Quick shout out to Tom. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday,
Happy
Tom.
Monday, Tom.
Go ahead. So you're saying that the VA hospitals are using the same medical tools over and over again, and they're infecting a lot of people?
Infecting a lot of people. Not only are they reusing them, the ones that are supposed to be sterilized, they're hand washing. So they're taking, heart and tools that would be for your heart, and the same thing, and just taking it, put it all in a bucket for the same thing if someone had a episiotomy or something.
Mm-hmm.
All in the same thing, a little bit of Dawn, wash it, let it air dry, and hope for the best.
Right.
Well, that was between March of 2009 and 2006. Now here's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did they may have infected 1,800 people, those people didn't even know until it did not get out until just recently, like in March of this year. So they, if they do have HIV or Hep C and Hep B, and their doctors didn't catch it, because, that's who they're going to. They're going to the VA clinic. How many more people they may have infected in the process? So it's not just the initial 1,800 that started out with. It could have easily multiplied. And of course, this also happened in Virginia.
Oh.
So they sent out letters, a certified ones, and they were just waiting for responses to see how many people really did get sick from that.
So, do you think this is a problem with our veterans not getting adequate medical treatment? Do you think it's a problem that the government should address?
I believe yes.
Yes.
Because they went to war and did stuff for us.
Yep.
And came home alive and got here and got killed.
Okay.
And it's just there are the equipment and stuff. If they don't have the stuff to have the hospital open, close it down. Send them to a regular hospital. If they can, and back that hospital instead of having this happen.
The premiums for stuff like that are crazy. For a lot of the treatments that soldiers do, like they do get a lot of benefits when you go into the army. That's what attracts a lot of people now because it's volunteering.
Yeah.
So what attracts a lot of people to go into the army are the
benefits.
Well, the stuff the money, the benefits,
the
housing and stuff like that. But when you start talking about leave the VA and go to a lot of other medical facilities are privately owned.
No, I understand that.
So for them to just automatically, will cost the country a lot more money. Not saying that they shouldn't, but
that's if they can't keep the equipment in their place up to code, and
Right.
this place can, that the government had promised to take care of them.
Right.
Had promised them that insurance and stuff. So instead of piling more money into a place that is, what is it, derelict, breaking, no good, send it over to the privately owned. Give them a tax break. Let them take care of the people. Sterilize the tools so nobody else gets sick. Not that outbreaks don't happen at privately owned places, but not on that scale.
Not on that level.
Yes, not at that scale, and not for our vets. That's not right. I'm not wishing it on nobody.
True.
But no, that's not acceptable.
What do you think, Rich?
I don't think it's acceptable either.
Okay.
It's wrong. These people fought and died for this country's freedoms. Granted, some people are being mistreated right now, but through God's grace, hopefully soon that will be remedied, fixed,
Okay.
taken care of.
Yep.
But right now, it comes down to these people are getting infected after they've already served.
I wonder
They
how
should
many
be
people.
respected, not infected.
They should be respected, not infected. I agree with that, Rick. Let me get ready to applaud. I gotta get on my applaud game. 'Cause my applaud game is messing up. There you
Give
go.
me a hell yeah instead.
Respected, not infected.
Give me a hell yeah.
You have to get T-shirts with that on.
Thank you.
Yes.
So the way I look at it is that the status of soldiers and the whole system of the VA period is a reflection of greed in this country.
Yes.
People in this country are so greedy that they will let veterans be homeless, let veterans suffer from mental health, PTSD, traumatic brain injury. They will let soldiers suffer with so much stuff, and they don't care. It doesn't bother them. But let someone else come and disrespect the flag or say there's a problem. Oh no! What about the people that died for the country?
Well,
And
what
said,
you doing to them?
right. So, I mean, I do agree with that. That's the hypocrisy in that, and that.
To me, if you're gonna sit there and step on a flag and burn it, leave. We're over. We got too many people anyway, so go.
If you're going
how
to,
it is
if you're going
somewhere
to,
else.
all right, if you're going to step on the flag in this country, leave. Ooh, you suck.
Really? Really? I bet you wouldn't be saying that if you were.
Okay, here's the problem
lived
with
in
that.
another country
Here's the problem with
had
that.
the,
The 1,300, did I say 1,300? 1,300, 13 or 1,800? The 1,800 veterans that got infected with them diseases decided to all go up, pull up a flag, and start lighting. Would you be mad at them too?
That's their choice.
Or would that?
Oh, it's their choice.
It's their choice.
Right. It's
Why is it
but
their choice? But if
I
I
would
do, I'm
also
wrong.
say, if you don't want to be in this country, leave. Well,
But that's
Well,
not
stop.
them not
Yeah.
wanting to be in this country.
Hi, nephew and niece. Try looking at the VA website and read about how the vets are mistreated.
saying
It's
take
completely
the
awful.
choice.
I agree, Texter.
Yes.
They are treated horrible, and that's why I don't buy any of this crap about respect the flag or people die for the flag, because they treat the people who fought for this country like trash.
We had a texter that texted in and said, "Go Rich."
really? Thank you.
Listen, the texter that said "Go Rich." So moving on.
You know she's gonna call in soon.
Yep, so about that. I know. I'm
You ready for it?
no, I'm not ready at
You
all.
better
For
get
it.
ready
But
for
you
it.
know what? I'm not. My blood pressure is low, and I am not losing it today. So I'm in a good space.
Okay, now I just want to throw this in on that story that I had.
Oh, you know what? Wait, whoa. For a second, before you continue, the texter, if my memory serves me correctly, her father served in the Army, didn't he?
Yes, he
Her
did.
yes, her father did, and was he Texter? I'm not asking you to go into specifics or anything, but Texter, was your father treated respectfully by the Army? Because my uncle, I know he, unfortunately, when he passed away earlier this year, he got a great send off. And I respected how they treated him and how
Well,
they
you know
did.
what? The send off is great, but keeping you healthy after the fact, before you get to that point, is where you have the problem.
Oh my gosh, I gotta get this. I'm getting really slow with this applause button because she is killing it over here today. Natalie is on her game today. Come on now.
That's where we have the problem. It's like you said, the mental illness and stuff like that. Why is there not? You know, veterans live all over the place. Boston is one of the most congested cities there are in the state. And you want to put the VA hospital right there? No, put it somewhere maybe close to there, easy accessible. You're not on the road 2 and 3 hours. I mean, people are driving 2 and 3 hours to get to Boston to get their eyes checked.
To get their eyes
To
checked.
get your
Right.
eyes checked.
You have to drive out. Right. Facts.
Now, sometimes they send a bus, but if the bus is filled up, you still have to go for that eye exam, because if you miss too many eye exams or doctor's appointments, they don't. They take their time.
Talk about it. Listen, I can write tomorrow if I said, you know what, I don't like taking my car to go to my doctor's appointments, I could probably work out a way to get a free ride to and from my doctor's appointments.
Yes, you could.
And my father, who fought for this country, has to go all the way out to Boston, and they finagle around with his insurance and everything.
Yeah, they
And
do.
the Army used my dad and your uncle as guinea pigs. Applaud that.
Tuskegee? Was it Tuskegee?
Tuskegee, and they, man, other things too. They gave him all kinds. They tested all kinds of diseases on him. And you're gonna tell me, oh, if you don't like the flag, man, please. This flag has never. This flag, for all the flag stands for, it was never meant to apply to black people. Period. And you can get mad about it, but you tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm lying. It was never liberty and justice for all white people.
All white
all white people. It definitely wasn't for black.
Yes, no.
Have you seen what some white people? You say all.
Absolutely.
I've seen white people in prison getting beat the shit out of, not by other prisoners, the guards and the police.
Okay.
For nothing. For nothing.
For nothing. That isn't that the hey man, what you in jail for? Nothing.
No, what I mean is, at that time, their hands were locked up behind their back.
Facts.
And couldn't do nothing to the cop. And you see the cop push his head up against the wall and then start pounding on him.
Yep.
Like he either said something or did something disrespectful.
Right. Something should be done about the police. I've been saying that. And I see people, when I say something's wrong with the police, they automatically think, oh, it's a race thing. He's talking about the way police treat black people only. No, I'm talking about the way the country treats people as a whole. Even the worst treated white person has it better than black people.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, sometimes you get into it on Facebook about it's not a race thing, it's my life. But it's a race thing to them.
A texter says, "Speak up, Rich."
And we have one I don't know what you call it, a Facebook warrior.
Yeah, that's me.
On there. But there's another one that combats you all the time.
Oh yes, his name is Brian, and I would love for Brian to call in 774-823-4394. You can feel free to call in whenever you'd like.
I would love for him to call in.
Yes.
Even come in if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I would really enjoy to have him here because sometimes he does have valid points. Although a lot of it is like clouded by ignorance.
A texter said her dad died in a VA hospital. His story is a little different, but Uncle Michael wasn't treated properly. Michael wasn't treated properly. That's my uncle, and I agree. So, I mean, and look, not everybody's perfect. No matter what, you can find the best establishments in the country, and you'll have someone that says, oh, I have a horror story with that company.
Yeah.
And, like the best restaurant, 5-star restaurant in the world. You can find one or two people to say, you know what, I had horrible service at that restaurant. But for the most part, 99.999% of the time, for black people, we've always had the short hand of the stick. We've always been treated like third-class, second-class citizens. We've never been treated like white people. And that is... that is a fact.
That is the truth.
But we're talking about the VA. We don't need to bring it to black people. So my blood pressure, I'm bringing it down a little bit. Woosah. So I think that there is a lot of reform that needs to go in this country. And I think the reason why a lot of reform needs to go on is because a lot of things have changed.
Yes.
So when my father was fighting for the country, they didn't have AIDS. They didn't have a lot of these diseases. They didn't know medically about how a lot of these things could cause problems for your body in the future. Like back then, you just put tobacco in your thing or smoke cigarettes. And they didn't really know the problems, issues that they had with them. So I really hope that they start to catch up to the current times and help people get the help that they need.
Yes.